basic stuff like sit here. But I need to get it documented though.
Okay. Xander, here.
It doesn't matter if he fails, just keep calling.
Xander, here. Sit here. Xander. Xander, here. Come here. Here.
Hey.
Xander.
Smell another dog's.
Hey,
smell.
sit.
It's normal.
Sit. Good boy. That's a good boy.
Can you make him go down?
I haven't even tried that one.
Just try it.
Xander, down. Down. Look. Hey, look. Hey, look. Down. Down.
That's fine. And one more. See if you can make him heel. Just tell him to heel beside you.
Oh.
Just turn like facing him. Like
this?
Yeah.
Okay. Xander.
Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, ooh, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane.
You see how he's ducking his neck back?
Come on. Come on. No, stop sniffing. Come on.
Now what happens if you loosen the leash and just let it? Will he walk regular? Loosen it all the way. And you just walk. You just walk. There you go. Now you see how he's a little bit more relaxed? You just walk. But you see how it's a little difficult for you to control where his head's gonna go.
Yes.
Right? So if you kept the leash bunged up, he was gonna keep doing that. So do it again real quick.
With the leash down. Okay.
Just leash extended. You know, I know, people say, "Oh, dog, so you shouldn't leave the leash extended," but that's not the exercise. The exercise is to get him to walk. So there you go.
Over here. Come on.
Facing you. So go ahead and walk again. And I don't care if he switches sides because he doesn't know how to heel yet. He's just walking with you.
This progress in its own.
It's easy. Yeah. And look, he stopped to go back. You still had your hand like this.
Yeah.
It was a little jolt. He came with you. Right? So
I think Mom's gonna go buy you one of these.
when you hear stories and there's pictures and this stuff is true, and there's a prong stuck in the dog's neck, I'm going to tell you how that happens. Because the only time he wears that collar is when he's training.
Okay.
He doesn't wear it around the house. He's not going to wear it all these other places. Is when you know we're going to go for a walk. There's going to be small dogs out. He's going to react. Let me put his prong on. We're going to go to PetSmart. There's going to be a lot of people trying to touch my dog. Let me put his prong on, right? It's only in a training environment. The minute he's out of a training environment, that comes off.
Right.
So a lot of people, they put it on the dog and it embeds into their skin because it's just sitting on them 24/7. That's the photos you see and that's what you hear.
We went silly.
Right? So communication is key with the leash, right? Same thing we're going to do recall, right? So he's right there. You're going to do a little tug and call him to you.
Xander, here.
Right? Now you understand when I say communication with the leash and a collar.
Wow. Yes.
See, big difference, right?
Wow.
So
Way big difference.
I want to get him out further,
Okay.
and I want you to call him again. Xander, come here. Now call him.
Here. Xander, here.
Go ahead and pull. So always remember, so how dogs learn is this. They don't understand verbal communications. They understand body language.
Okay.
Now, if you want them to understand verbal communications, before you actually commit the action, you say the word. So if you want to do sit and you with Sanders in front of you, you go, sit, and then that.
Okay.
Because if you do like this, you're right. If you do like this, if you go like this real quick, if you go, sit, he doesn't understand that. He understood this.
He didn't get the word.
He didn't get the word first.
Okay.
So,
Words before the action.
right. So, for instance, you're out here and we're doing recall and you want to pull him to you. You can drop his name. He knows your voice.
Okay.
And he understands what you're trying to communicate because you have the leash.
Okay.
Adding the name just makes it longer. Now, you can do that, and sometimes I do it, if it's like one of my dogs that I know and they know better, I'm like, Diamond, you know, right?
Right.
I'm going to do that. You can't get that out of nature. But you can simply say, here, and then pull,
Okay.
right? So then when you say, so if you go here, and then you pull, then and then later on, after a couple sessions, you say here, he automatically comes.
Okay.
That's kind of how the communication works.
Okay.
All right, so we'll walk over here again. We'll do sit. The second half is going to be sit. He knows sit, but I want to show it to you to where, because this is going to sit. Every command that we do starts with sit, believe it or not.
Okay.
Sit, down, up, here, hill, you know what I mean? Sit. It starts there. If he understands the communication with the sit and you get it, how we're going to do it, this is where when you tell him to sit, it's not going to be 4 sits. It's going to be 1 sit, and he's going to do it immediately.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to do next. But go ahead and walk again. Yeah. Pretty easy, huh? You know how long that took us to do? That was like 2 minutes. And when we put him on a prong, it was instant. It was instant. Right?
It was. It's kind of crazy.
Right. So I guess we need to go over here closer to Brendan so you can show your husband. I'll send you the video of you walking. Come over here. Of you walking right here, right? Fail in dog training is when we don't communicate properly to the dog of what we're trying to explain. If the dog is in a position to lose, they're never going to understand. What do you think so far?
I'm at a loss for words.
I can tell.
It's kind of crazy.
Right. So,
And the fact that I'm good boy. That's a good boy. You did good. You followed mommy. Yeah.
we're going to work on something he already knows. But it's not the fact that he already knows it. It's because we want him to do it when we say it, not when he wants to do it.
Okay.
So easy way with treat, with Sid, is you're going to watch his, I'm going to raise it.
Okay.
And you'll see his butt. You see how his butt dropped?
Mhm.
Right? Because it's gravity, right? So dogs, wherever their head goes, their body's going to do the opposite. So it's gravity. Same thing here. So I was giving him the treats just to see what he's trying to sniff. He's like, crumbs fell down there, right? So I go, sit. Really calm, right?
Okay.
So I said sit first.
Okay.
So did you hear how I said it though?
It was like quiet and a little higher pitch.
Higher pitch, right?
Okay.
I didn't say sit down.
To make it fun.
Fun, engaging, and the tone, high pitched tones, right?
Okay.
Sit. You see your body wanting to do it, right? Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Right? Really soft, right? It's not hard. It's easy to learn. Sit. Good boy, right?
Wow.
So we just keep him coming. So we have to keep him. We got to bring him back out of that position, right? So I'll wait for him. So you have 3 ways of training. You can force a dog to do it. You can wait for them to offer the behavior, or you can show them.
Okay.
There's 3 ways. So Right now, we're doing two ways. We're letting him offer behaviors, and we're helping him into it, right?
Okay.
Because sit is what he knows, so this is a good thing to start with, right? Because in order to get a dog to go down, they have to trust you.
Right.
They have to trust you. That's a vulnerable position for them. So I couldn't go up here right now and say down, and he's gonna be like, yeah, right, motherfucker, I'm not going down. You might kick me, right?
Yeah.
So normally when we teach it, when a dog is easy to learn down, when they're shown the position when they're puppies, when they get older, it's kind of hard because they were never shown the position.
Okay.
So that's why you're having a hard time with that. He'll go down on his own. He won't go down when you tell him to. Right? If he's in the living room, he's going to lay down if he's tired.
Exactly. I tell him to lay down. He just
Right.
don't do it.
And eventually, there's been times where you've been like, go sit down somewhere. And he walks around in circles trying to get a good spot, right? He walks around and then he finally plops down. And you're like, maybe he knows down. Not really. If you were to, there you go, see? If you were, let's do it again. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Right?
Yeah.
It's repetition.
Okay.
So we have repetition. So now we're going to have you do it. These are turkey burgers. We never use the regular hamburger meat or regular hot dogs. Always use turkey. It's good for their stomach. Anything else can make them bloated. So call him to you. When he comes to you, give him the treat. He's because I got treats. There you go.
He knows you got
Yeah.
food.
Now give him a treat for coming to you. Good boy.
Good boy, Duty. Good boy, mommy's man.
Now when you do it this time, when you do sit, take your time. Say sit and then
Sit.
come in.
Good boy.
Yeah, just take your time.
He's a good boy, huh? Yeah.
Because we're teaching them two things, verbal and hand signals, right? Because I can guarantee you, you can make him sit without saying it. But you can't make him sit by saying it. You see what I mean? There's a big difference. So call him to you again when he comes to you.
In there, see?
So when you bring him to you this time, don't say sit. Just do it. Just do the hand signal and watch what he does. And you're fine. So this is what we're going to do. So watch this. So watch this. You smell it, right?
So that's when I would go into you going above his head again.
Right, just go above his head and start showing him back. Because for him to get it, he's going to have to put his head back, which is going to make his butt drop.
Okay.
Good boy, right?
Okay.
So you got it?
Yep. Try this again, dude. Sit.
You're good?
Good boy. Yeah.
Because he sat because you had your hand out like this anyway. So he understands what that command is.
Okay.
If you notice, and if you go back, he does it really fast when you say sit in the hand signal.
Yes.
He does it slow when you do the hand signal. He doesn't do it at all when you just say it. Make sense? Sit. He waits. Sit. He smells in my pocket. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. So, recall.
Okay.
See your leash. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Right?
Okay.
I'm pulling him with me. So he's engaged now, right? Because treats is a transactional relationship between you and your dog. He's only doing it because he's getting something for it, right? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Sid. Good boy. Good boy. And then the hill, right? You didn't see that when I moved him around to a hill, right? It's transactional. As long as I got treats, he's listening to me, right? So treats are to communicate, to get our dogs to understand what commands we want them to do before we take the treats out. Watch this again. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Right? So completely transactional. Good boy. Good boy. So I can turn him everywhere I want him to go. I can have him face me. and then I have him sit. Sit. Good boy. You try doing all that without a treat, good luck. And that's just the first, the first couple sessions or first couple months. You got to use treats, right?
Okay.
It's just important because you want to make it into a reflex. Now, he wouldn't let me have the leash when we first came, but now that I've got treats, now I'm a good guy, right? Right. Xander, come on. Come on, boy. Good boy, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Make it engaging, right? So, and you see, like, he's there now. Now he's my buddy, right?
Oh yeah.
Now he's there. Now he's like, right. So now, if we are training our dogs, we use the leash as communication. Once the dogs are communicating and engaged with us, we can take the leash away. Sit. Good boy. And we can keep them with us, right? Xander, come on. Good boy. Good boy. Sit.